my channel Rare Coin World. Today video are old coin lying quietly in drawers, and jars might actually hold the power to surprise you. Today's video is about the 1947 Jefferson nickel, a coin that thousands of people overlook every single day, yet a coin that has the potential to turn the tables for you if you understand its history, its rare errors, and how collectors are paying impressive amounts for certain pieces. So stay with this video till the end because the price, according to eBay and other online platforms, will shock you. And knowing how to sell it can help you unlock the real value of this historic nickel. 1947 Jefferson nickel comes from a period when America was adjusting after World War II. The war had ended only 2 years earlier. Industries were rebuilding, and the United States Mint had shifted back to its normal metal composition after producing wartime silver nickels from 1942 to 1945. This makes the 1947 nickel the continuation of the nation's return to stability. It represents the beginning of a new economic era, and this alone gives it a strong historical identity among collectors. The regular composition for this nickel returned to a mixture of copper and nickel, and this shift produced a fresh wave of new dyes, new metal quality, and new striking conditions. Because the mint was pushing to produce millions of coins for a recovering economy, minor flaws and interesting imperfections developed on some of the dies. That is why certain 1947 nickels showed double details, die cracks, rim abnormalities, and weak strikes. These differences, although small to the untrained eye, are exactly what make this coin valuable. Today, another thing that adds excitement to the 1947 nickel is its age. More than 75 years have passed since this coin entered circulation. Most of the surviving pieces are heavily worn, scratched, or dull from decades of use. Coins that remain sharp, bright, and clean without damage are much harder to find, and that rarity makes high-grade examples extremely desirable. Collectors are constantly searching for Jefferson nickels, with strong steps on Monticello, full detail on Jefferson's face, and a clean overall surface. When these qualities combine, the price rises dramatically. The design created by Felix Schlag continued to be one of the most widely recognized American coin designs. Jefferson's portrait on the front has a serious expression, symbolizing leadership and knowledge, while Monticello on the reverse connects the coin to American history and architecture. Every detail in that design reflects a story of dignity and stability. When a coin this old retains those details clearly, collectors appreciate it even more. During this period, the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints all participated in nickel production, and each mint had its own die characteristics. Some 1947 nickels from Denver show small minting anomalies. This video is about the 1952 Jefferson nickel, a coin that looks simple at first glance, but can turn the tables for you if you understand its hidden value, its rare errors, and its demand on eBay and other online platforms. So stay with me till the end because the real market price of this nickel might surprise you, and knowing how to sell it the right way can help you get the maximum value from it. The 1952 Jefferson nickel comes from a time when America was continuing its post-war growth. The country had moved past the metal shortages of the early 1940s. Industries were expanding, and millions of new coins were needed for everyday transactions. The 1952 nickel is part of this economic rebuilding, and its presence reflects a period of national confidence and industrial renewal. This historical background gives collectors a strong reason to appreciate the coin. The metal composition had returned fully to its classic copper and nickel blend after the wartime silver nickels ended in 1945. This restored formula created a stronger, sharper strike quality, but because the mint was producing very large numbers each year, imperfections still found their way into many dies. These flaws created small but valuable varieties that collectors are still hunting today. Some 1952 nickels showed doubling in letters, cracked dies, rim weaknesses, and unusual metal flow marks, all of which help raise their value. The design by Felix Schlag continued its iconic presence on American coinage. Jefferson's portrait on the front carries a serious, thoughtful expression, symbolizing leadership and progress, while Monticello on the reverse reminds collectors of American history and architecture. When a 1952 nickel retains these delicate details clearly, it gains a strong position in the market. Many surviving coins are worn, faded and dull from decades of circulation, making sharp, high-grade examples much harder to find. The three mints that produced this coin, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each left their own footprint on the 1952 nickel. Denver minted coins with stronger strikes but sometimes with small die cracks. San Francisco pieces often show softer strikes but more interesting error varieties. Philadelphia coins usually have cleaner surfaces, but also occasional weaknesses that create collectible differences. These mint variations increase the overall excitement for collectors, searching for the best or rarest. Examples: the age of the coin brings another layer of value. More than 70 years have passed since the 1952 nickel entered circulation, and many pieces have been lost, melted, or damaged over time. Surviving coins with natural surfaces, good shine and full steps on Monticello are extremely limited. Because of this rarity, high-grade 1952 nickels have already achieved impressive auction results. Collectors also strongly value natural toning, especially the kind that develops over several decades. Where one simple coin from your pocket can sometimes turn the tables in ways you never expected. Today we are looking at the 1999 Jefferson nickel, a coin many people overlook. But certain rare pieces from this year have shocked collectors with the prices they reach on eBay and other online selling platforms. If you have this coin, make sure you stay with me till the very end, because after the intro you will understand exactly why this nickel could quietly change your luck and why its selling value depends on details. Most people never notice the 1999 Jefferson nickel came from a period when the United States Mint was preparing for major changes in the upcoming years. Even though the design remained the classic Jefferson profile on the front and the Monticello building on the back, the minting process went through transitional adjustments. Because of these transitions, the Philadelphia and Denver mints unintentionally produced coins with subtle flaws, weak strikes and die wear that later turned into rare collectible varieties. Collectors pay special attention to their 1999 nickel because not all pieces were struck with the same strength. Some have full steps on the Monticello, a feature that instantly lifts value because it shows exceptional strike sharpness. Most coins from 1999 lack clear steps due to high-speed production, so when a full steps example appears online, it quickly attracts strong bids from collectors who understand how scarce it is. Another reason this coin has gained popularity is the number of minting errors discovered over the years. Some examples show doubling in letters, die cracks spreading across Jefferson's portrait, rim cuds, off-center strikes, and unusual metal flow patterns. These small defects are not noticed by everyday users but are valuable to collectors who search for unique pieces. From the late 90s minting era, a well-preserved error coin from this year can easily receive high offers on platforms like eBay, Etsy, and online auctions. Aging also plays a major role in the value of this nickel. Many 1999 coins have developed attractive natural toning, showing shades of blue, gold, purple, or mixed colors that form over time. Collectors love naturally toned coins because each one becomes visually unique. If your coin has strong luster, clean surfaces, and natural toning, it instantly becomes more desirable than a dull or scratched example. Despite the massive mintage, the number of high-grade 1999 nickels is surprisingly low. Most of these coins spent decades in circulation, picking up scratches, dents, and wear. That is why uncirculated or near uncirculated examples sell for good prices online, especially when paired with visible mint errors or full steps details. The market demand is consistent because collectors want late 90s coins that survived in excellent condition. Sellers on eBay have already achieved impressive results with the 1999 Jefferson nickel. Today's video might completely change the way you look at the common coins in your pocket, because the 1996 Jefferson nickel has a history that can turn the tables for you. Many people ignore this coin thinking it's ordinary, but the truth is very different. Some rare pieces from this year have shocked collectors on eBay and other online auction platforms with surprising market value. So stay with the video till the end, because its real price and selling method might give you an unexpected opportunity. The story of the 1996 Jefferson nickel begins with a moment when the United States Mint was experimenting with striking quality and refining the long-running Jefferson design. Even though billions of these nickels circulated across the country, only a very small number maintained their sharp details and strong luster. These few were struck with unusually high precision, making them highly desirable in today's coin market. Collectors love coins that survive in perfect condition, and the 1996 nickel is no exception. When a simple 5-cent coin reaches online marketplaces, the grading, shine, and preservation become powerful factors that drive prices dramatically upward. Another interesting part of the 1996 Jefferson nickel's journey is the subtle variations created during minting. Slight differences in strike, die wear, and alignment produced rare examples that now sell for much more than their original face value. Even tiny imperfections or doubled elements can turn a basic nickel into a valuable treasure. These variations are the reason collectors continue searching through old jars, boxes, and drawers hoping to find one of these standout examples. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance may actually belong to those rare pieces that appear in high-grade listings on auction sites. The minting technology used during the mid-1990s was improving, but it still produced occasional exceptional strikes and unexpected features. These are the coins that attract serious bidders. Some 1996 nickels found in original rolls or long-term storage show almost untouched surfaces, giving them a mirror-like shine collectors dream of. On platforms like eBay, this level of preservation has surprised many sellers by generating bidding wars, even when they were expecting only a small return. The long circulation life of the nickel makes high-grade examples even more impressive. These coins traveled through shops, streets, pockets, and collections for decades, and while most show noticeable wear, a very tiny percentage still appear sharp, clean, and highly collectible. That rarity is what pushes the value upward. Many coins from the 90s remained in circulation for years before people realized that certain dates, including 1996, could have hidden value depending on condition and strike. This coin also represents the last decade before major design updates came to the Jefferson nickel series. Early collectors admired the classic. Today's video might shock many viewers, because the 1953 Jefferson nickel is one of those coins that look simple but carries a historical depth and hidden value that can completely turn the tables for you. Many people have this coin lying unnoticed in old boxes and drawers, but only a few know that certain rare pieces from this year have sold for impressive amounts on eBay and other auction platforms. If you stay till the end, you will know exactly why this coin matters, how it became valuable, and how much it can be worth. In the end, I will tell you how to get its real price and complete selling procedure, so make sure you do not miss any part of the video. The history of the 1953 Jefferson nickel takes us back to the early Cold War era when the United States Mint was shifting its attention to rebuilding the economy and modernizing minting technology. Even though the nickel had been around since 1938, the early 1950s brought new challenges. High inflation, increased metal demand, and changing production techniques all affected the minting of this coin. The 1953 issue reflects that transition period where the mint struggled to maintain perfect quality under heavy production demands. Most 1953 nickels were struck under pressure, and many did not come out with sharp details. The steps on Monticello, one of the most important grading features, were often weak or completely missing. This is why well-struck examples from this year are extremely hard to find today. When such coins appear in high-grade listings on online platforms, collectors immediately pay attention because they know how rare a fully detailed 1953 nickel truly is. Another major factor behind the rarity of the 1953 nickel is circulation wear. These coins were heavily used in daily transactions for decades. From the 1950s through the 1970s, nickel coins played a key role in the American economy, passing through millions of hands and countless doors. Due to this long journey, most surviving examples today show heavy wear, scratches, or dull surfaces. A shiny, untouched piece from 1953 is nearly impossible to find in pocket change now. And that scarcity is exactly what drives collectors to bid high. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced these coins, but even with high mintage numbers, time reduced the number of collectible examples. The early die conditions were not as polished as later decades, which caused many coins to show die cracks, doubling, or uneven strikes. Ironically, these minting imperfections are what makes certain pieces valuable today. A small error or unusual feature can turn an ordinary 1953 nickel into a premium collectible that attracts attention on online auctions. The history of the Jefferson series also plays a role in the demand for this coin. Collectors who build complete sets need coins from every year, and the early 1950s examples are known for their scarcity in mint.